A bit excited, but I think as the legs tired, it's actually helped them. Their shapes looked a lot better. They've broken well, they've defended well, but here comes Joondalup.
Devitt looks wide, finds Ryder King. Little pass up the line for Harry Furman. Across the line it goes from Liam Walters. Busy start to this second period. Curtin pulling level via a super strike from Tay Sturman. And it looks as though Joondalup City will now turn to the bench with a double substitution. So two players coming on for Joondalup City. It'll be the number 17, Luigi Lancaster. He'll come on for Dylan Devitt. And the other of the two changes will see the introduction of Eddie Amore.
Joondalup substitution, leaving the field of play number 12, Dylan Devitt, to be replaced by number 5, Eddie Amore.
And he'll come on for Harry Furman.
Eddie Amore. Joondalup substitution, leaving the field of play number 7, Harry Furman, to be replaced by number 17, Luigi Lancaster.
Curtin look as though they're making a switch as well. We're going to see Alfie George coming on in place of Anas Mahmood.
Curtin University substitution, leaving the field of play, number 11, Anas Mahmood, to be replaced by number 14, Alfie George.
Formerly of Linwood United, Alfie George. 21 appearances and 7 goals this season. Looking to recapture some of that form which saw him score in 3 of his first 4 games in 2022 in the league. Tester. Malone just ushered away from goal by Curtin's defence. Let's see if these substitutions can shift the dynamic a little bit. Tamba was really good in that first half in particular. Little ball forward for Kelly. Wriggles away from a challenge. Couldn't get away from the second. And now Malone with a little clip through. Lancaster was lurking. Goalkeeper gathers.
Tamba and Kelly just looking dangerous though, aren't they? Very, very creative footballers. Kelly just growing into this game as it goes on.
And keep an eye on Lancaster. 17 goals in 19 games this season. Only Harry Furman has scored more than him this season. Wallace. Ball over the top. Dylan Kelly. I think he was almost in 2 minds as to whether he wanted to lash that one across the goalkeeper or put the cross, and in the end he did neither, and a promising moment came to nothing.
Yeah, I think that's the nerves of being able to put your side 2-1 up, just getting to him there. You said it, didn't really do either. Could have just smashed it and could have pulled it back across the box, but I'm sure the way he's getting involved, he'll get another chance.
Had a really good year in front of goal, has Dylan Kelly. As Sean says, I'm sure he'll get another chance with the way he's been sniffing out opportunities in this game so far. Here's Lancaster. Good little win here. Tries to bring the ball away from Walters. Lancaster coming in board. Had a couple of options alongside him. Opted to go alone. And now Curtin on the turnover will play forward through Tamba. Offside flag, though, was up against Sturman. The scorer of the equalising goal. And reminder, probably worth saying, that if it is level at full time, the game will go straight to a penalty shootout. Only the NPL men's and women's senior matches across the weekend will be played out with extra time and penalties.
Reminder that should scores remain level at full time, this match will be decided by a penalty shootout.
Hughes, strike at goal from long range, a speculative one. And that was an easy one for Nicolosi to watch over.
Also a reminder that patrons may not enter the field of play directly after the match. Any spectator that does not adhere to the FFA Spectator Code of Behaviour will risk sanctions.
Goal kick taken by Hannah. Richards. Little nudge forward. Tester with a header into the ground. Amor. Turning away. Gets the ball to Clayton. Wide left is Malone. Ball just rolling away from him, so he's got to do a little bit of work here. And Jeb was able to slide in. A few sliding challenges from the fullback tonight that we've seen. He's had a pretty good game down that right-hand side of defence for Curtin.
Paolo Maldini, of course, will tell you if you have to make a slide tackle, it's because you're out of position, Tommy.
Disagree with Paolo on this occasion. Free kick quickly taken by Hannah. Tamba just wanted it more in the end. And then he left it behind, and Clayton was able to pass forward for Malone. His ball forward was out of the reach of Lancaster. And after a frantic start to this second period, game's just in a little bit of a holding pattern at the moment. Joondalup City trying to find the upper hand. Hughes now playing a little deeper, trying to get involved earlier in the move. Lancaster nudged his opposite marker off the ball illegally, according to the referee.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Looked like both players just going in for the ball, a bit of hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Play on for me.
Flick on here from Sturman. Staying onside was Dorji. Kelly was looking to latch onto the pass over the top. Clayton then just hooks that one around the corner. Turned out to be a really good pass for Lancaster, who gets it out of his feet. First touch, excellent. Second touch, he ran into trouble, but referee blew back for the free kick and then told him to take a couple of steps back.
Well, Robbie Anderson on the Joondalup bench was furious he wouldn't let him get it restarted quickly. He'll probably be happy now that he missed the pass.
So a long way out this for Joondalup City. It's going to have to be a worldie to find the net from here, you'd expect. A little clipped ball forward might be an alternate option. Joondalup City not committing that many numbers forward to this, though. Lifted forward by Clayton. It was looking for Amor. Ryder King scooting down the right. Tough job trying to pull that one back towards the penalty spot, and in the end the goalkeeper was able to make the catch. His release, a quick one for Sturman. The player ahead of him was Dorji. He was forward from full back. Oh, missed kick there from Walters. This might allow King in to the penalty area, who goes to ground, and the referee signals for a corner.
Oh, it looked a foul to me. Whether it was in or outside the box was the question, but just looked like the Curtin defender, after making the mistake, leaned into the back, and yeah, very lucky to get away with that one.
They don't get the penalty, but they do get the corner. In-swinger comes in. Tester was attacking it. Little touch-up Curtin player in there. Might break for Kendrick. Ball was slightly behind him. Deflected up in the air. Danger still not clear just yet. In the end, it's only as far as Clayton. Lancaster clipped in. Back post is Malone. Flags up. He keeps it in. And in the end, the referee belatedly spots his linesman's flag, and everybody can take a breath.
Even you, Tommy. Yeah, very important touch there from Jeb. It looked like a bit of last-ditch defending. In the end, the flag was up, but he wasn't to know, so hats off to the young man.
Amor's pass a little too far ahead of Malone. Long up the line, the throw goes from Hannah. Amor, little reverse pass. Lancaster gets it out at his feet. Coming across there with the covering defence was Walters. Lancaster also scored the sealer off the bench midweek. I'll be hoping that trick repeats itself tonight. Curtin have more than had their share of opportunities in this game, though. And as we approach the final 20 minutes here at Dorrien Gardens, it's Joondalup City who lead. Sorry, it's 1-1. Slip of the tongue there. Tay Sturman with the equaliser early in the second half after James Malone's goal on the stroke of half-time. First of 11 top four finals here this weekend as Nicolosi had to palm away from goal. The cross from Ryder came in. It was a little closer than he hoped. Meanwhile, Lancaster gets it out at his feet, gets the strike away, and it bobbles its way agonisingly wide of the post for the Joondalup City fans.
Wow, yeah, it was. We were right behind that one. That was very close, just a foot away from nestling in the bottom right corner, I think. The goalkeeper probably would have been better served to palm it over the bar there. Nicolosi, in the end, palmed it back into play. Obviously, it's difficult when you're backtracking and not fully aware of your surroundings, but gave himself a few more problems to deal with, and in the end, he was just saved by, inches.
It's a little slow to get up there is Hannah, who looked as though he was getting stretched out after a bit of cramp. Real solid performer for Curtin University this evening. Goal kick taken long by Walters. Wallace hasn't quite had the impact in this second half that he did, particularly late on in the first. Releasing ball forward, we'll look for Kelly. It came from George. Joondalup City, got to be careful trying to play out from the back. It works out okay for Spencer King. His pass missed Ryder King. And now Curtin come back again through Tamba. Wallace, little touch. Tamba continued his run. Stepping in was Hughes. And now Joondalup City have got space of their own to go to the left of your screen. But the pass missed the mark. And Wallace, man, we mentioned before, stepped in. Challenges coming in everywhere. A little turn around the corner from Clayton. Pass missed the mark again. Wallace let it run. He's got George to his right. That's where the pass is going to go. George has got plenty of pace here, and he's got plenty of time to assess his options. He put the ball in early, and in the end it was a good interception there from Richards, I think it was. In fact, it was Tester who was back there defending for his team.
Well, Otis Clayton there moments ago, I think really had the opportunity to just put his head down and drive at the Curtin defence. In the end, he went for a 5 to 10 yard pass inside when really the player wouldn't have been in any better of a position than he was in. Just take the game on, son.
George. Amor. Good defending from the substitute. Malone turned himself into a little bit of a corner there, but won his team a throw. Good win here from Ryder King. Driving towards goal. Just lost his footing temporarily, and that allowed Dorji to get a boot in. King comes again. Wallace. In fact, Wilson, screening. That was Wallace, who was just hoisting that one forward towards the halfway line. Sturman, Kendrick bisects two Curtin attackers and gets the ball forward to Hughes, who was fouled. Joondalup City get a free kick in an attacking position. Joondalup City sending Brad Mutsikamawe over to warm up. As they ponder another change, potentially Curtin substitutes are also back from a warm up. Quarter of an hour left, just over. Who can win this game in regulation time? Ball comes in from Hughes. It was cleared away pretty comfortably in the end by Curtin. Ryder King. Early ball into the area. Partially cleared away. The strike then came in from Hughes. Headed up in the air by Jeb. Ball still not clear just yet. Hughes, Malone with the curler. Scrambling. Across was Nicolosi, and did just enough to turn it wide of the post.
Yeah, not sure if that one was on target or not, but Nicolosi not taking any chances. I think it might have just been wide, but obviously it's a cup final. As a goalkeeper, you can't take a risk there.
Yeah, spinning dangerously towards goal there potentially. Joondalup City get the corner. In it comes. Tester was leaping, might have got his head to it in the end. Wallace lifts that one high into the air, and Curtin's defence try to press out. A volley came in there from long range. Richards passes forward. Jeb clears. Kelly lays off for George. Coming across there was King. Last touch was off Alfie George. And Joondalup City will turn to the bench. For a couple of subs, we're going to see Keen McGuinness and Donica Flattery come on. They'll come on in place of James Malone.
Joondalup City substitution, leaving the field of play number 10, Otis Clayton.
And Otis Clayton will be the second of those swaps.
13, Donna Flattery. Also leaving the field of play, number 9, James Malone. Be replaced by number 15, Keen McGuinness.
Here is McGuinness with his first touch of the night. Jeb with the standing challenge. Amor. One that's come through the Joondalup City ranks. Played his whole junior years with the club. Throw forward was looking for Lancaster. The header away was from Walters. Launched forward by Sturman. Kelly is in hot pursuit. Kendrick coolly done by the defender. And then the pass to match as well. Picked out Flattery, who'll look forward for Luigi Lancaster, who'll burst forward into the penalty area. Still going is Lancaster, wriggling his way in between multiple challengers. The layoff and trying to hit that one from long range was Hughes, I think. In the end, Lancaster maybe just went through a challenge too many. It gives the chance for Curtin to counter. Back it comes now for Joondalup City. McGuinness forward, clearing. Away was Hannah. Ryder King bursting away. Can he keep it in play? He did. And in the end, Walters could only put it behind. Referee will just go and check on Tay Sturman, who's down behind play. Gave Curtin University a real shot in this game with that equaliser at the beginning of the second half. He came in board. And he just lashed one towards the target. It went into the top corner over Liam Morris, who had no chance. Brilliant strike. That goal cancelled out a lovely flowing T move, which James Malone slotted in a minute before the interval. Touch over 10 minutes to play. Joondalup City 1, Curtin University 1. Football West Facebook page and YouTube channel tonight. Tommy Dolman and Sean Fry with you on the call, as we will be for all 11 matches this weekend. Who can win this Div 2 Under-18s final? In comes the corner. Last touch was off a Curtin player in there, I fancy. Tamba then has to just manufacture the best clearance possible. He only got it as far as McGuinness, whose cross hit Jeb. Tamba still back there defending for his team, and he just slams it up forward and gives his defence a chance to press out. Amor making the run into the channel was King. It was a good pick out as well. Cross comes in, took a deflection, and behind it goes.
Yeah, the substitutes having a bit of an impact here from Joondalup. It looks like things are just tilting their way. It was a good header away. I think it was Wallace at the near post from the last corner. Defending well, but soaking up a lot of pressure, and you can only do that for so long.
Latest corner from Joondalup City. Tamba with a partial header away. Hannah was then across. I'm putting that one into touch. Reminder that if scores do stay level, we will go straight to a penalty shootout to decide who lifts the first piece of silverware this weekend. Don't forget, we've got Division 2 reserves. Top 4 Cup final action coming up straight after this game. Carramar Shamrock Rovers versus Swan United, an 8:15 p.m. kickoff here in the West. Curtin look as though they're about to prepare a couple of changes, but they may have to wait to make them. And those changes will be made now after a lengthy stoppage. Coming on is the number 12, Caleb Trebrekasiris.
Curtin University substitution, leading the field of play, number 7, Ty Sturman, to be replaced by number 17, Jivan Tamaraja.
Ball over the top comes in. The header was partially away from Wallace. The clearance upfield might launch Curtin into the counter-attack here. Kelly looking to make some inroads down the right. Curtin potentially have a 2-on-2 here. King was matching him for pace, though. Not for the first time this afternoon, as King burst back with excellent work rate, although his challenge does come at the expense of a corner, which Kelly will look to load up quickly. Might be best served waiting for a few of his teammates to arrive, though. Now they come in the form of Hannah from the back. In it comes Jordan towards that penalty spot. Swing and a miss in the end from Walters, who was also up from defence. Jabrecaristos still going is Caleb. Jabrecaristos, ball comes in. Walters, ball just wouldn't quite come down for him, but he does win his team a corner. Curtin looking to swing the game back in their favour.
Well, I think it was a poor corner from Kelly, the previous one, and equally poor defending from Joondalup to just let that one skim across the 18-yard box untouched. Lucky that an orange shirt didn't latch onto the end of it. Looks like we might have another injury concern here too, Tommy.
It's been a long old season here in WA. A few players just pulling up with some cramp in the final games of their respective seasons. Of course, they'll be back in pre-season training in a month or two, I'm sure, as well, as the corner is lifted in towards that 6-yard line. Walters was jumping, partially headed away by Amor. Tamba tried to get the shot away. Coming out to try and clear that one was McGuinness, who did just that, but the ball escaped and went out for a throw. Lifted forward by Hannah. Jabrecaristos. Ball forward again here. Jabrecaristos looking to run onto it again. In the right position was Kendrick. Ryder King. Now Flattery. Sliding in was Lancaster. Ball breaks from McGuinness. George the substitute. They come together. Flattery stepping in. A little bit of a muddle in midfield. Flattery emerged with it. Cutting across there was Dorji, I think it was. Couldn't quite see who got the foot in at the end.
Well, these substitutions are having the impact that they intended, aren't they, Tommy? Really just getting the balance of play back in Joondalup's favour.
Brad Mutsikamarwe will come on for the final 4 minutes or so. He'll come on in place of Billy Tester, the skipper, who looks to be moving a little gingerly as he comes off.
Leading the field of play, number 14, Billy Tester. To be replaced by number 16, Brad Mutsikamarwe.
Who's going to grab this game by the scruff of the neck? Kelly was slightly off as he tried to latch on to pass forward from Jeb.
Yeah, just hadn't quite got back from his offside position. Now he's got a bit of pressing to do.
Turning away was Amor. Ball forward. Kelly onside this time. One-on-one with Richards, who hung out a boot and did just enough there with the retreating challenge. Hughes. Amor. Didn't like what he had left, so he came right instead. Tried to just nudge the pass forward for Lancaster. Shouts for handball. Nothing doing. Ryder King. Fancy footwork. Lost his footing in the end, though. Pass forward for the isolated Kelly, and then stopping play again was the referee as the ball was headed back in the vicinity of the player who was down with a potential injury. That was Ryder King. As we approach final 2 minutes of action here at Dorrien Gardens, the first match of our 11 this weekend.
Yeah, 2 minutes plus stoppage time away from our first penalty shootout. I said we get a lot of those. We get a lot of late drama. Which one is it going to be? Can we get a hero in the last couple of minutes?
Well, any goal here would surely be one to seal some silverware. Might have a little bit of added time on, though, at the end of this one. We have had a few players down with cramp as this second half has worn on. Do you feel the 1-1 scoreline that we currently have, Sean, as we approach full time is a fair reflection of how we've seen the game so far?
Yeah, I do. I think it's very fair. I think there's been patches in both halves where Curtin have got on top and then periods where Joondalup have been on top. I think possibly on balance, Curtin's slightly the better in the first half and a little bit unlucky to be 1 goal down, but ironically, probably Joondalup have had longer periods where they've looked good in the second half and Curtin have scored. So, yeah, it all evens itself out, they say in football. I think it's done so tonight. I think 1-1's fair. What do you reckon?
Yeah, hard to split them, really. I think both teams have had chances to win this. Curtin perhaps will try to give themselves a chance. Another one of finding a winning moment. That amounts to nothing, but the work rate was good from Tamba, who's been tremendous tonight for me. George, little clip forward, trying to pick out Kelly, hit the defender instead. George again, he's got 3 white and blue shirts to beat, but he drew the foul, and that was a really good win for the Curtin player there in difficult circumstances.
Yeah, great determination from Alfie George, and just too slow bringing it out at the back on the far side, Joondalup, and you don't get that kind of time in the last couple of minutes of a cup final. Everyone's going to give everything they've got.
In comes the free kick. Launched in deep. Free header! Put wide by... Oh, I'm not sure who it was in the end. I thought it was Hannah initially. Might have been William Wallace.
2 minutes of added time in the second half. 2 minutes.
And it was 2. It was Wallace who could have been a hero, to borrow one of Sean's puns, but in the end he just couldn't direct his header on target. We've got a couple more minutes to finish this one of time added on.
Well, Robbie Anderson again on the City bench saying, is that 2 minutes or 4 minutes? He wants more time. He's going to back his team to find a winner here, but the decision here is going Curtin's way.
He might not want more time soon because Curtin have a free kick, as you say, Sean. And all of a sudden, they're the ones who are looking the more likely to win this game before the possibility of penalties comes around. Forward it goes from Hannah, winning the header. Trying to just turn that one across goal was Wallace, who was the target before. This time a more difficult header and the ball goes behind for a goal kick, which Joondalup City are keen to get moving quickly. McGuinness plays it off Jeb. Time ticking down. We're at the mercy of the referee now. Penalty shootout looking more and more likely unless somebody can step up late on. It won't be Joondalup City on this occasion, though. And then a foul throw just gives the ball back to Joondalup City. One last chance for them, maybe.
Yeah, that's a tired mistake. I think there's probably still time for a Curtin counter-attack if they can get the ball, but they will. No, there won't be. There it is.
That'll do it. Joondalup City 1, Curtin University 1. We will have a penalty shootout to decide the first of our 11 top 4 cup finals this weekend at Dorrien Gardens. The first of 2 matches tonight. Chances few and far between in the first half of this match. James Malone got the goal which put Joondalup City ahead. A lovely team move which was finished off by Joondalup City's number 9. Planted the finish into the bottom corner, but Curtin University were good throughout the game, and they were good value for their equaliser early in the second period when Tay Sturman came in board and unleashed a brilliant shot that found the top corner of the net. No side could win it in regulation time. After that, a couple of edgy moments from both teams there. William Wallace with a good header, an opportunity from a free kick laid on, an unmarked header wide of the post. A bobbling effort from Luigi Lancaster, rolling wide at the other end. And that means we will go into a penalty shootout. We'll take a quick break and we'll join you shortly to decide who wins the first of our 11 Top 4 Cup finals this weekend. So here we go. Welcome back for penalties in this State League Division 2 Under-18s Top 4 Cup Final. Joondalup City and Curtin University, one apiece after 90 minutes. The first kick will be taken by Jack Hughes, back after injury midweek.
And the crowd, all healthy crowd as well tonight, all moving down to the left of our screen. A bunch of them going behind the goals. Here we go, Tommy. First penalty shootout of the weekend.
So Hughes is up first. He will strike. And the goalkeeper feigned to go the wrong way. And Hughes gives Joondalup City the initiative, and they lead by 1-0.
Yeah, always good. Always looks good when the goalkeeper goes the other way. Nice, cool penalty. And the numbers tell you you're a slight favourites going first, especially when you kick that first into the back of the net.
Next taker is Alfie George. He goes. Goalkeeper Liam Morris got a good piece of that, but it squirts through and into the back of the net, and we're tied at one apiece. A little bit unlucky for the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, Morris furious. He knows he should have kept that one out. He went the right way. He got a good piece of it. But it squirmed through him.
More and more fans heading behind the goal. 1-1 in the shootout after it was 1-1 at full time. Eddie Amor is next. Lovely penalty. Unstoppable for the goalkeeper who went the right way, and Joondalup City are 2-1 up.
Yeah, that's the best penalty of the three so far. He knew exactly where he wanted to put it and smashed it into the side netting. Very, very good, well-taken penalty.
And if they keep scoring, they'll keep holding the initiative, and it's incumbent on Curtin to keep the pace. Can William Wallace respond? Off the underside of the bar and away to safety as far as Joondalup City are concerned. In fact, it was Lachlan Wilson with the kick.
Yeah, I think it was the 13 and not the 3, and I mean, it reminds me of the old Mighty Ducks quote there where he'd say a quarter of an inch and it would have been in, and of course a quarter of an inch the other way and you miss completely, but oh gee, that's fine margins that count in these finals.
Big chance for Heath Richards now, and he dispatches his penalty kick into the bottom corner, and Joondalup City lead by 3 penalties to 1 now. And this is a massive kick now for Curtin University. They're going to send their main man forward to take it here in Dylan Kelly.
Yeah, the old logic of your best penalty taker, your best forward, the man with the most composure takes number 3. And you just need someone to step up here and bury it and put the pressure back on Joondalup.
Joondalup fans making noise behind the goal. Kelly silences them for a moment with another nice spot kick. Low and hard. Tough for the goalkeeper to save, and Curtin stay alive.
Just a man who knows where the back of the net is. He was never going to miss Dylan Kelly with the season he's had. All you can do now is continue to put the pressure back on Joondalup, make them score these 2 penalties to win.
Donica Flattery, the substitute, is next up, a player who came back to Saturdays this season after playing Sundays last year. Up he steps with a big kick, and he hits the bar. Both sides rattle the frame, and Curtin University can potentially tie it up at 3-3 if they can score with their next kick.
Well, there you go. You keep putting the pressure back on them. Make sure, even if you're behind, you force them to be perfect. They couldn't be.
Caleb Jabrekaristos. Low and into the corner, and he silences the Joondalup City support as well. And we're all square at 3-3.
Oh, I love that from Jabrekaristos. Didn't just tuck the penalty away with an incredible amount of composure, but he gave the shush to those Joondalup fans behind the goals, and now all of a sudden pressure really is on this next penalty.
Luigi Lancaster. 19 appearances, 17 goals in the league, and probably as important a goal as he'll score all season as he puts Joondalup City 4-3 up, with Joondalup City having taken all 5 of their kicks, and now it's an important moment here for Sam Hanna, who must score to keep Curtin alive in this shootout.
If there was pressure on him, it didn't look like it, did he? Very cool penalty, and these penalties, statistically, across world football, are the least successful penalties, where if you miss, you lose.
Hanna steps up. Morris saves it. He's the hero. Joondalup City win the double, the league and the State League Division 2 Under-18s Top 4 Cup Final. A moment of celebration for the champions.
Well, it shows you the psychology of football. As I was just saying, those are the toughest penalties to take, and your heart goes out to him. It's always a harsh way to lose a cup final, but hats off to Joondalup City, the first trophy of the weekend.
Thank you, Sean. We'll let you go down and do your post-game presentation duties. Joondalup City doing the double then, the league and the top 4 cup in State League Division 2's under-18s competition in season 2022. They won the league comfortably by 13 points over Morley Windmills. They were made to work hard for this one tonight though. Curtin played well, particularly in the first half, and ironically as they were having their best spell of the match, they went behind when James Malone finished off a free-flowing counter-attacking move. An early equaliser in the second half came from Tay Sturman. It then went to penalties. 4-3 was the final result after each team took 5 kicks each. Liam Morris, the hero, at the end as he saved from Sam Hanna. And Robbie Anderson's side will celebrate silverware for the second time in season 2022. We'll cross down now to the trophy presentations with Sean Fry. Caramar versus Swan United from 8:15 p.m. West. Come back to us shortly.
To assist in the
We'll start tonight's presentations with our match officials. Of course, without them, we do not have football, so please put your hands together for on-field referee James Nelson, first assistant Alex Maggio, second assistant Alex Campbell, and fourth official Evan Georgopoulos. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our officiating team tonight. Well, it's always a really harsh way to lose a cup final. The runners-up tonight were absolutely fantastic from the first whistle to the last, so please put your hands together as they come up and collect their medals, starting with number 87, Robert Nicolosi. Number 8, Carl Burgess. Number 16, Nyalang Samdrup Dorji. Number 15, Ryan Fuller. Number 2, Mevratom Jeb. Number 12, Caleb Jebekaristos. Number 14, Alfie George. Number 6, Sam Hanna. Number 9, Dylan Kelly. Number 11, Anas Mahmood. Number 10, Comfort Nyashanu. Number 7, Ty Sermon. Number 5, Anas Tamba. Number 17, Jivan Tamaraja. Number 3, William Wallace. Number 4, Liam Walters. And number 13, Lachlan Wilson. Could I also get the Curtin University coaching staff to come forward and collect their medals? Hey guys, you can't have wonderful finals like tonight without runners-up like this, so please put your hands together for Curtin University. And now, for our winners tonight, I will invite Joondalup City forward to collect their medals, starting with number 1, Liam Morris. Number 2, Christian Lepresti. Number 3, Ash Kendrick. Number 4, Heath Richards. Number 5, Eddie Amor. Number 6, Jack Hughes. Number 7, Harry Furman. Number 8, Spencer King. Number 9, James Malone. Number 10, Otis Clayton. Number 11, Ryder King. Number 12, Dylan Devitt. Number 13, Donica Flattery. Number 15, Keen McGuinness. Number 16, Brad Mutakamawe. Number 17, Luigi Lancaster. Your backup goalkeeper, Alistair Bright. And number 14, Billy Testa, your captain. It is now my pleasure to invite the Joondalup City coaching staff to come forward and collect their medals as well. I will now invite captain and coach forward to collect the trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Under-18 Division 2 champions, Joondalup City! For the 2022 State League Division 2 Reserves Top 4 Cup Final. Bears, Parramatta, Shamrock Rovers and Swan United, scheduled to kick off at 8:15 p.m. Please make use of Perth Soccer Club's hospitality. The food and beverages available upstairs.
Really wanna go punch, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an inner within my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like I gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark.